Ever get that feeling, that sort of magnetic pull towards a place you've only just heard about?
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere that just seems to buzz with its own unique energy. We all know that moment, right?
Yeah, definitely.
When a destination, I don't know, flashes across your screen or someone mentions it, and boom, you're hooked.
Totally.
Well, that's exactly where we're heading today. We're diving into the heart of Colombia.
Yeah, tucked right into that northwestern corner of South America. Colombia is, well, it's a country that really packs a punch.
It does.
When you start looking into what it offers, the sheer variety it's really pretty amazing.
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. You could start your day feeling tropical sand between your toes.
Right.
And then maybe by the afternoon, find yourself deep in a cool green jungle, or even, looking up at snowy peaks.
It's that diverse.
And the cities, each one with its own vibe, its own pulse. It just feels like a place that's got something for, well, pretty much any traveler.
Mm-hmm. Adventure seekers, history buffs.
Beach lovers.
Exactly. It covers all the bases, and that's kind of its magic. So our goal today is to really dig into some of the highlights of Colombia based on the info we've gathered.
Right.
Think of this as your shortcut to understanding why it's become such a talked-about place, a real must-visit on the Latin American map now.
Exactly. Because, maybe older ideas lingered for a while,
Yeah.
but Colombia has genuinely changed.
It really has.
It's now seen as not just safe, but incredibly vibrant and exciting to explore.
Mm-hmm.
And what's so cool is how it blends these amazing contrasts.
Yeah.
You've got stunning old colonial buildings right next to sleek modern cityscapes.
Yeah, that juxtaposition is striking.
Those amazing Caribbean beaches we mentioned, and then, whoa, the biodiversity of the Amazon rainforest.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so let's really get into what makes Colombia so special. Where do we even start?
Well, I think a good starting point is the culture, the heritage. It's got these really rich layers.
Yeah.
What's really key in Colombia is this deep influence from its indigenous roots, mixed with, centuries of Spanish history, and then the contributions of African cultures, too.
Ah, so a real melting pot.
Definitely. And you feel that fusion everywhere, in the music, the dance, the art, the food. It's all shaped by that mix.
That makes sense. It sounds like a place where different worlds really collided and created something new and vibrant.
That's a great way to put it.
And then when you step outside the cities, the nature, it just hits you.
Oh, absolutely. Spectacular is the word. You've got the Andes Mountains running right through.
Like a spine, yeah.
Exactly. Creating these dramatic, varied landscapes. And then completely different, you've got the Amazon rainforest. Just vast, mysterious.
Heaving with life, I imagine.
Almost beyond comprehension, the biodiversity there. It's like two totally different worlds in one country.
Wow, okay. And we can't talk Colombia without mentioning.
Coffee, absolutely. It's world famous for a reason.
The coffee region, right? The Cafetero.
That's the one. It's more than just pretty scenery, though it is beautiful. It's actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Oh, really? UNESCO?
Yeah, and you can see the whole coffee process there, literally from the bean.
To the cup.
Exactly, from the ground up right to that fresh brew. For coffee lovers, it's a must-do.
I can almost smell it. You hear about sustainable farming there, too, sometimes.
Yeah, many farms are really focused on that. It helps the coffee quality and the environment. It's pretty integral to the whole thing now.
That's great to hear. Okay, so stunning nature, amazing coffee. But what about the people? I always hear Colombians are incredibly friendly.
Oh, that's definitely true. That warmth and hospitality, it really stands out. People consistently mention how friendly and welcoming Colombians are.
That makes such a difference on a trip, doesn't it?
It really does. Seeing amazing things is great, but feeling genuinely welcomed, that adds a whole other layer.
Totally. So, speaking of amazing sights, let's maybe pivot to some of the top destinations, the places people really flock to.
Sounds good. Let's start with the capital, Bogotá.
Okay, Bogotá. Now, this isn't your average capital, is it? It's way up high in the Andes.
That's right. Really high. Over 8,600 feet or 2,640 meters. That altitude definitely gives it a unique feel.
Must be quite crisp air.
It is. And it's a major hub, for art, culture, and the food scene there is really taking off. It's quite dynamic.
So what are the must-sees in Bogotá?
Well, La Candelaria is essential. That's the historic old town, cobblestone streets, beautiful old colonial buildings. It really feels like stepping back in time.
You can picture the Spanish influence there.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Mixed with local touches, of course. And then there's the Museo del Oro, the gold museum.
Ah, yes. I've heard about that. It's supposed to be incredible, right? All that pre-Hispanic gold.
It's breathtaking, seriously. The sheer amount of artifacts, the craftsmanship, it tells you so much about the cultures that were there before the Spanish arrived, like the Muisca, the Quimbaya, amazing gold work.
Wow. Gives you a real sense of that history.
Definitely. And for views, you have to go up Montserrat Hill.
Right. For the panoramic look over the city.
Exactly. You can take a cable car, which is scenic, or if you're up for it, you can hike. Either way, the view of Bogotá spread out below. It's spectacular.
Okay, so from the heights of Bogotá, let's shift gears completely. Head to the coast. Cartagena.
Ah, Cartagena, yes.
This place just sounds romantic, colorful, Caribbean vibes, right? Another UNESCO site, too, I think.
It is indeed often called the Pearl of the Caribbean, and deservedly so. The heart of it is the walled city, the Ciudad Amurallada.
Just sounds historic.
Oh, it is. Walking those old streets with the bright buildings, flowers spilling from balconies. It's just magical, especially at night.
I can imagine. And there's a big fortress there, too. Castillo San Felipe.
De Barros, yes, it's massive. Really impressive. Standing there, you definitely get a feel for Cartagena's strategic importance back in the day.
And the views over the Caribbean Sea must be pretty good from up there.
Fantastic views. It's a powerful reminder of the colonial era. And if you want beaches right by the city, Boca Grande is the spot. More modern, hotels, swimming.
Got it. Okay, now let's head inland again. Medellin. This city story is fascinating, isn't it? It's gone through such a huge change.
It really has an incredible transformation from, its difficult past to being this innovative, vibrant place. They call it the City of Eternal Spring.
What drove that change? What can you see of it?
Well, the spirit of the people, innovation, places like Comuna 13 are powerful examples.
Yeah, I've seen pictures, the colorful murals, the escalator.
Exactly. The murals are amazing, but it's also about the whole urban renewal, the community projects. It really shows the city's journey.
And the metro cable. That sounds like a cool way to get around and see the city.
It is. Great views of Medellin and the hills around it. Plus, it's really important transport for people living up in those hillside neighborhoods. Connects them to the city center.
Smart. And art lovers need to see Plaza Botero, right?
Yeah.
Those unique sculptures.
Oh, absolutely. Fernando Botero's famous voluminous figures. He's from Medellin, so it's a fantastic collection. Right out in the open. Very distinctive style.
Okay, cool. Let's swing back towards the coast again. Santa Marta and Tayrona National Park. This sounds like nature lover heaven.
It absolutely is. Santa Marta is kind of the gateway city.
Right.
And Tayrona Park, wow. It's this incredible stretch where the jungle just tumbles down to meet these pristine Caribbean beaches.
So really lush and tropical.
Incredibly lush. Amazing biodiversity monkeys, tons of birds, beautiful hidden coves with clear water. Just stunning.
And for the really adventurous, the Lost City Trek. Ciudad Perdida.
Yeah, that's a big one. It's a multi-day hike, pretty challenging, deep into the jungle.
To find ancient ruins.
Exactly. Ruins of an ancient city built by the Tayrona people. It's an unforgettable experience, apparently. Very rewarding.
Sounds intense. What about something more relaxed nearby?
Well, there's Taganga. It's a little fishing village close by. Good for diving or just chilling out, soaking up that laid-back coastal vibe.
Nice. Okay, let's switch vibes again. Head south to Cali, the salsa capital.
Yes. If you love music and dance, Cali is the place. It just pulses with rhythm.
What's so special about Cali salsa? Is it different?
It is. It's known for being really fast, intricate footwork. The energy in the salsa clubs there is just electric. Seeing the locals dance is something else. Real passion.
I bet. Sounds like fun even just to watch.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there in Cali besides salsa?
Well, the San Antonio neighborhood is lovely. Very artsy, historic buildings, nice little cafes, galleries. A great place for a wander.
Sounds charming.
It is. And for views, there's Cristo Rey, a big statue overlooking the city from the hills, kind of like in Rio, but Cali's version. You get great panoramic views from up there.
Cool. Okay, we absolutely have to circle back to coffee, right? But this time, the coffee cultural landscape itself, that whole UNESCO region, Pereira, Armenia.
Manizales.
Yes, the EG Cafetero. It's just beautiful. Think rolling green hills covered in coffee plants.
Picture perfect.
Totally. And the main thing there is obviously coffee. You can do farm tours, learn the whole process.
Bean to cup again. Exactly. See how much work goes into it and taste some of the freshest, best coffee you'll likely ever have. The farmers have such pride in what they do.
And isn't that where the really tall palm trees are?
Yes.
The Cocor Valley?
Yes. The wax palms. Colombia's national tree. They're incredibly tall, scattered across these green valleys. It's a really unique, almost surreal landscape.
Wow. Must be amazing photos.
Definitely iconic. And after hiking around, seeing coffee farms, seeing the palms, You can relax in natural thermal springs. There are quite a few in the region.
Oh, hot springs. Perfect ending to a day there.
Couldn't agree more.
Now, before we wrap up, are there any, hidden gems? Places maybe not on everyone's first trip list, but still amazing.
Oh, for sure. Colombia has plenty of those. If you want that Caribbean island vibe, but maybe quieter, San Andrés and Providencia are islands out in the sea, turquoise water coral reefs, great for diving.
Sounds idyllic.
And then there's Villa de Leyva, a beautiful, really well-preserved colonial town, cobblestone streets, whitewashed buildings, very charming.
Like stepping back in time again.
Sort of, yeah. And Barichara is often called one of the prettiest villages in the whole country. Very peaceful.
Okay, noting that down.
And if you really want the Amazon experience, Leticia is the main town that acts as a gateway. From there, you can explore the rainforest.
Wow. Okay, it really does sound like Colombia has an incredible range. Cities, beaches, mountains, jungle, history, culture.
It just keeps unfolding, doesn't it? There really seems to be something to grab anyone's interest.
For sure.
And when you put it all together, that rich culture mix, the stunning nature, the amazing coffee, the genuinely warm people, and all these different regions,
Yeah.
it just paints a picture of a really compelling, unforgettable place to visit.
So as you're listening, maybe think about what part of that appeals most to you. Is it the thought of those Caribbean beaches? Or maybe the adventure of the jungle, getting lost in a new culture? Or maybe just sitting back with that incredible Colombian coffee?
It really does feel like a place where you can carve out your own adventure, your own discovery.
Yeah, definitely.
And really, what we've talked about, it's just scratching the surface.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's so much more depth, so many more stories in Colombia. But hopefully this gives you a good starting point, a taste of what makes it so fascinating. Maybe sparks a bit of curiosity to look even deeper.